Yo, it's good, people. Ooh, let me get that off here. Let me get that off here. Hold on, hold on. Did not mean to have that on. Bop. There we go. Bop. So, what's good, people? How y'all feeling out there, man? Everybody good? I'm here, man. I just did put some finishing touches on a Titan earlier or whatever. My fault, bro. So, Bungie did the unthinkable today. You know what I'm saying? We were expecting to not hear anything from Bungie until tomorrow. And they said, "Nah, son, watch this." And they dropped a TWAB level little joint on Void 3.0, you know, discussing the things we want to know about, things we want to hear, and so forth. I've been very passionate about my discussion about Void 3.0 being a make or break point for in-game for hunters. I mean, and so forth. From what I heard, we're gonna read it together. But from what I've heard so far, it sounds like more of the same. It's like more ways to go in Viz. And I mean, its solo play in Viz is amazing. And I mean, it has its purposes in game for real. I'm not gonna sit here and poo poo it like it's complete garbage. But we gonna see, man. Cause like as far as utility is concerned, you really want to be able to play your way. And I was really hoping to have more than the Invis Hunter. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Because, I mean, like, as long as we don't lose, as long as we don't lose the identity of the hunter, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, the identity of the hunter is what I think was more at stake with the changes than, say, like, you know what I mean, the Titan or the hunter or the warlock. Because, like, in my opinion, we've never had a traditional MMO. So there's never been, like, you know, a tank, a healer, or a or your rogue, because they all can kind of play all roles, and because of that, it kind of makes traditional roles kind of a moot point. You know what I'm saying? So like the idea is we want to find out just how we do this, man, because like the thing I think a lot of us don't. I'm gonna change it. The thing I think I had to wrap my brain around is that this isn't Destiny 1 anymore. The days of needing to grind your life away or one character swap to the next character or whatever, and they do this here. This ain't that. They're legit making an effort to get us away from that, and I gotta applaud that because like they could have easily said took the easy route and say, hey, give them more of the same, hit them with that Call of Duty love. But in doing so, they want the classes to have an identity, not the characters. So it don't matter how, you know what I mean. And I'm a little concerned with that because you know, if a warlock and a hunter and a titan can all go in Viz and all use devour and all use certain things, use melee builds, I mean, like then wouldn't it be more advantageous if that was the case anyway? Hear me out. It's hypothetical, so don't kill me in the chat or comments. But wouldn't it be more advantageous to go ahead and go with the class that does the most? So like, wouldn't warlock be the de facto pick if all classes could do pretty much the same thing? Why wouldn't you? You're putting yourself at a disadvantage not using a warlock. And I didn't want the game to devolve down that path because everybody doesn't want to be a warlock. You know what I'm saying? But as LFG has taught me, they go with the meta is. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have a legit fire team or raid team, then you're at the mercy of what LFG wants. You know what I mean? You could sit there for hours and put posts in or whatever and hope to find that group that's not crazy or toxic or whatever. But you know how LFG is, man. People have actually left people in the dungeon because they didn't one face the boss. What type of elitism? But that's where we at right now. So, enough of me jaw jacking. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably looking at the thing. I'm over here running around getting bounties done. Well, yeah, let me finish these bounties and we can go look at them. I'm sorry. Yo, come on, man. I'm already here. Let me finish my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's my plan. That's my point. I know I was being emotional earlier. I threatened to leave Hunter. I'll drop Hunter right now. If they gonna make Hunter trash, I'm done. Yeah, I was being emotional. That was for the streets. That was for the streets. I'm gonna forever play Hunter and Titan or whatever. I don't think that's ever gonna stop. I think the play styles are so yin and yang that it's just like ideal to me to play both. But what I am concerned about, though, more so than anything, is like I said, class diversity. If we don't have anything that separate, a single perk that separates being a hunter other than the looks and a titan, then you run into the situation where characters lose identity. You really don't really want that. But I don't think Bungie's doing that. I think Bungie's just saying, hey, look, this is the way we play our game. You know what I'm saying? They all have six grenade launch grenades. They all can do a piece of what the other can do, but they can't do it quite as well as that specific class, which is fine. I'm still wanting to know what Titans are. You know what I'm saying? Either the wall or whatever. And I don't know. I was really hoping they came up with some brand new perks, but I guess that's asking for a lot. You know what I mean? Get them to come all the way up and like start them over and give us something new or whatever. Because I mean, like, some of the stuff was already ingrained, and they already had this set up. So for me to go in and say, hey, just change this because I like this, that ain't realistic or fair. So I'm gonna chill out with the slander. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna chill, but it would have been nice, Bungie. You know what I'm saying? It'd been dope to be able to say, got you. It'd been dope to be able to come in here, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, like, and do my own thing. Ooh. But, nah. But to elaborate more on what I said earlier about the games changing, and this ain't Destiny 1, hell, this ain't even Destiny 2 from year 1 anymore. Um, you know, a lot of focus went into before what the hell? Having to play a certain way, grind a certain way. And I noticed it. I think a buddy of mine said something about it, and I noticed it then. Around Forsaken, you stop needing to have to play three characters to be able to get quote unquote max light level if you play the game. Now, if you didn't play the game, yes, you needed that. But I'm noticing that, man. Like, I was raid ready last season. No, by the time not last season, but the season before, I was raid ready, running one character, no bounty save, no nothing, just playing the game. And I was ready. Wow, I guess we all are here. We outside. Chancletas, we outside. All us outside too. Me, my mans, his cousin, Big Fred, Little Fred, everybody here. All right. So I just really want to see these things or whatever. So I'm gonna go into orbit now, and we gonna check it out. I'm probably gonna breeze over the warlock stuff because we don't wear dresses around here. You know what I mean? So let's get it and let's look at it together and ask some questions and hopefully get some answers to some stuff that's very pressing. You know what I'm saying? All right. A closer look at Void. Are y'all ready? Because I am. Maybe put this over here. Oh, let me get a little closer. Get a little swig of this water because this is a lot of reading. Let's go. All right. A closer look at Void 3.0. With the Witch Queen expansion for Destiny 2, Guardians will face unparalleled threats. From exploring the seat of Savathun's power, her mysterious and nefarious throne world, to face the Lucid Brood, hive enemies capable of wielding the light. Players will be tested in ways they've never been challenged before. Okay, let's go. I'm hype. You know what I'm saying? I'm hype. I even did that. I'm hype. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. That's It's a good thing then that Guardians come prepared. In addition to a new power cap and a host of new weapons and armor to use in the fight against the enemies of humanity, Guardians will also be imbued with brand new capabilities thanks to some significant changes coming to Void Elemental Power coinciding with the Witch Queen expansion. The Void update, what we call Void 3.0, is the first overhaul of Destiny 2's elemental powers to come in year 5. Okay. Look for arc and solar changes in the future. Okay, let's go. Big Pog, Big Pog. We out, y'all. Okay. Hold on. Ooh, I'm about to die over here. I need water. I need water. I am dying of thirst. I need water. Excuse me. All right, let's get back at it. Can we get back at it? Yeah, we about to get back at it. Void abilities haven't really been developed since 2017, and they were a reaction to the sandbox that was in Destiny 1, said Destiny designer Kevin Yanes. Wow, this hold on. This sentence says speaks volumes right here. This speaks volumes right here. So this basically means these were not thought up for Destiny 2. These were thought up as a reaction to the sandbox of Destiny 1. Yikes. So all this melee crap was merely to counter the melee crap Destiny 1 had. That's wow. All these Roman supers and every wow. I. Anyway, with Void 3.0 and the other elemental changes to come, the team had a set of goals they wanted to attain to bring these classic elemental powers in line with the challenge level and balance of today's sandbox, as well as to strengthen the overall fantasy that is at the heart of each element's playstyle. Okay, so we're no longer looking at characters' playstyle; we're looking at elements' playstyle. I think I'm starting to ride. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're trying to codify each of the damage types so that each element has its own world of gameplay that is dominant over that's not I'm sorry that again, that is dominant over. Yang said. For example, stasis is the domain of crowd control. Okay. We looked at it we looked at what void was about both thematically and mechanically. Void is about gravity. Huh? It's about space. It's about the cosmic. None of these sentences anyway. That means we want things to feel like you're shooting black holes that drag people in. Okay, I like that idea. There's a lot of personality we can draw from that creates cool mechanics. The first big Void 3.0 change is the introduction of aspects and fragments. First introduced with the stasis and beyond light, aspects and fragments give players more options to choose from when it comes to excuse me, when it comes to the abilities they want to use in battle. As with stasis, aspects are class-specific selectable items that give players additional actions they can perform within their elemental subclass. Fragments are non-class specific, complementary perks that players can select to enhance how they play the game. Ah, I like that right there. Okay. So this is what he's talking about. How players choose to combine their aspects and fragments is a key component of build crafting their guardian. Okay, I like that. Ooh. When developing the new aspects for Void 3.0, the team worked hard to center them around new actions, verbs, as the team refers to them, that define what Void should mean going forward for players. It wasn't just like a passive or perk. It should feel like a new thing that you were adding to your toolkit, Yang said. All of the actions feel like they have new performance to them. They were introduced, reinforcing that core fantasy. So wait, what you're saying, what this is, we're going away from class specific elements in a theory, and now letting the class, not the class, letting the element have its own play style that the classes have to slot themselves into. So there's still some identification. You know, so it's not gonna be like a blanket of everything being the same. I hope. Let's keep going. These verbs manifest themselves in the forms of new actions for players to use in the heat of battle. New actions such as the Trapper's Ambush. Ooh, what is this? What is that? The trapper's ambush will find the hunters diving and slamming into the ground. Okay. Weakening enemies and causing nearby allies to become temporarily invisible. But wouldn't the smoke do that already? I'm a little lost. Anyway, Titans will be able to grant barriers like to the allies. Oh. And Warlocks will be able to summon entities from beyond the void to help turn the tide of the battle. More on all these new actions below. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to skip a lot of this because this is a lot of talking, and we're going to start. We're going to shoot right to the Titan. Let's start it up. A Titan. A void-enabled Titan is a stalwart shield of a fire team. Whether serving up Word of Dawn protective bubbles to withstand furious enemy assaults or charging the battlefield, shield in hand, mowing down opponents. One shield toss at a time. Previously, the two supers, Ward of Dawn and the Sentinel Shield, were tied to one another from a control standpoint, so that Titans had to use a similar input. Yeah, and I screwed this up a lot too, and sit through a chunk of the Sentinel Shield's activation animation before the ward bubble was created. Yes, I screwed it up a lot. Okay, the Titans, Ward of Dawn. Let me see. What we got? What we got? Oh my God, bro, bro, that was hella fast. All right, hold on. Anyway, the Titans Water Dawn, yeah. With Void 3.0, the two functions are separated, which means the Water Dawn is now nearly instant. Oh, that thing is quick, quick. Anyway, in addition, the Water Dawn has been moved to the fastest super cooldown tier, making it such much more available than the Titans. Okay, okay, it comes in handy. This change means it's easy, much better reaction. Okay, I can use this for everything. This makes it so much easier, said Destiny. So, as an example, if the hunter were to jump at you and cast Blade Barrage, the Titan can now pretty reliably activate Water Dawn before any of the enemy supers land and survive as a result. Oh my god. Sorry, Crucible. Just as above, Sentinel Shield will allow Titans to traverse the battlefield bashing foes with their Void Shield or tossing the shield as a melee attack. Wait. I'm confused. So just as before, Sentinel Shield will allow Titans to traverse the battlefield, bashing foes with their Void Shield or tossing the shield as a melee attacks. Thrown shields will damage opponents and apply volatile if control demolition is equipped. Okay. With shield bash kills will guarantee grant a full overshield. So the actual super gives overshield if you kill with the shields. Okay. So what's this? Watch on Titans offensive bulwark. What we got? Oh, that was nice. Does it regenerate though? Okay, so what I did notice right now, it stayed that overshield lasted a lot longer than normal, but that's neither here nor there. Let's keep it moving. The Titans offensive bulwark. There are three Titan aspects to choose from control demolitionist. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, hitting a target with avoidability or volatile detonation will make them volatile. Got you. Bastion. Casting barricades generates overshield for yourself and nearby allies. Those bunkered behind the shield will generate overshield over time and extend the overshield's duration. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Offensive bulwark. While you have overshield, or as in the Water Dawn, grenades charge significantly faster, and you have increased melee damage. You also get an additional shield throw for your Sentinel shield. Super. Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. It looks like it separated everything down and gave me some dope stuff with it. I feel like they left some stuff out though, because a lot of stuff missing from this. But that's for the Titan. That's kind of fire. That instant bubble, that's gonna be huge. I'm talking like hella huge. That's gonna be huge. So the bubble, like boom, yo. That's kind of nice. All right. So you know what? I see what's next. Y'all see what's next too. And I'm gonna go ahead and load my vape up. There we go. Take a deep breath. And I'm not gonna be emotional. I'm just gonna read it and make a educated guess, and we're gonna move on. How about that? Yes. Cause ah, a lot of information gonna be given in here, and I'm a little scared. Hunter. The hunter prioritizes movement and stealth in the heat of battle. That's me all day. Whether it's enjoying a few moments of tactical recalibration in a tense encounter by briefly vanishing after dodging an attack, or setting snares and traps to disorient and slow their opponents. A fight with a hunter is always a study in agility, surprise, and deadly precision. I like that. I like that. It sound real nice, you know what I'm saying? Make it sound real gangster, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so the hunter's vanishing step. Let's look at this here. What's this? Hunter, Void, Deadfall, Vanishing Step, version 1. Okay, okay. I didn't see. I'm about to play it again. I'm sorry, because I'm confused. What happened? Let's go. Oh, okay, okay. Let me see something. See this here. Okay, so I'm concerned right off the bat because Invis has been cut in half. That used to be 5 seconds. That was three. Let me. Just for sake of clarity, let's start it. Okay. No, I'm tripping. No, I'm tripping. It's still five. Okay, okay. It's still 5 seconds. Okay. Fantasy stuff still five. All right, had me a little worried. All right. In addition to the Spectral Blade Super, the Shadow Shot variants the hunters are accustomed to, the Deadfall and the Mobius Quiver, will still be found in 3.0 update. So we get all three. Okay. Though there are some changes to be aware of. For example, Mobius Quiver will fire volleys of 3 arrows that will now track targets and make them volatile if they are tethered. In addition, with Deadfall, the Void Anchors that are dropped after Shadow Shots will now pull enemies toward it when it impacts a surface or target. The Hunter's Snare Bomb melee ability will now weaken opponents. Oh. In PvP, players caught in a snare bomb will have their HUDs removed and obscuring screen effect applied for a short period of time. Yo. So the snare bomb now will cause a debuff? Okay. And I need to see this super. Hunter Void Mobius Quiver Trapper's Ambush. Let's look. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. They are making hunters even better. So they're making hunters even better in PvP. That's what it sounds like. That is exactly what I'm looking at. A lot of PvP things that are be dangerous. Bro, that's a lot of weight to go in Viz, and I did not realize. So the snare bomb came from the spectral blades being poisonous, or well, doing weakening. But having your whole HUD removed and obscuring screen effect applied for, that means you ain't gonna be able to see nothing when the bomb hits you. That's gonna be dangerous, real dangerous. I like the, I I like the super, but hold on, let me run that back. So okay, yeah, yeah, okay. So I saw it. He said, "What? Well, Titans have that at the moment with the grenade. Yeah, suppressor grenades right now are just that, and you have the same effect. With that big white screen or whatever, depending on how close you got hit with the suppressor. Because if you got close up with the suppressor, everything just screens white and it's aggravating. If you're kind of far off, it's just like a white edge to it. But removing your HUD completely, that's gonna be rough. I want to see how that plays out in real time with them with that. Yikes! What that? Well, thanks for the bits. Beastly came through. That's what I'm talking about, man. I appreciate you, brother. How you doing tonight? Okay, so that was the Hunter's Mobius Quiver, Trapper's Ambush. I saw that a dive and Styles Executioner. So all three make you invisible. That's a little crazy. I'm good, just chilling. That's what's up, man. Good to hear that, bro. Hunters have this three aspects to select from. What's that? Trapper's Ambush. That's this. Players can activate Quick Fall to spin their melee charge and dive to the ground, creating a smoke cloud upon impact. Enemies caught in the cloud are weakened and allies become invisible. In addition, snare bombs, upon attaching to surfaces or enemies, cause nearby allies to become invisible. Oh, so you get this. It's like getting this bottom tree all the time. That's crazy. Second aspect. Oh, wow, it's an aspect now. Vanishing step, dodging makes the hunter invisible. Wow. And the third one, defeating a void, debuff target, weaken, suppress, a volatile, grants invisibility and true sight. While invisible, and after style's execution, your next melee attack weakens the enemies. Wait a minute, wait. This shouldn't be a thing. I didn't see that. Because it should be in the style's executioner portion of it. Oh, God, it is right there. Yes. Oh, true sight is the ability to see enemies through walls. Think of it as aimbot. I don't know how long it's gonna last though, so that's the catch. Wow. Of course, I'm not reading. I'm not gonna read in the warlock because I need the warlock. The warlocks are OP. We already know. I mean, I'm not doing that. I don't even need to. Wow, I don't even install my wall hex now. Yo, chill out. Install my wall hex. Yo. Oh. Okay. So I was wrong. Hold on. Let me get my soliloquy. So I was wrong. Hunters are not Hunters are not trash, but it seems that Bungie did the exact opposite of what we needed for Hunter Nation. Hunters were never in a bad place with invisibility from the start. Cause I definitely need wall hacks for PvE. He's in wall hacks, yo. Hunters are not in a bad place for PvP. You made that, and you made Hunters stronger in PvP. There are gonna be more people hating Hunters now because you're giving them True Sight. I can see True Sight being a problem within a couple of weeks. My concern wasn't PvP. It was always PvE. And I didn't see anything like the snares. Be clear, be clear, be clear. Hold on, let me turn this down. Like, so much I do that. Yo, with the oh shit, I actually don't even think of PvP. Yeah, PvP is not less PvE wise. You got awesome buff. The weakening and so forth are definitely strong. I need to see them in action and get some numbers on them, cause like The way it stands now, no one really wants a hunter in GMs because, well, in bubble. I ain't hating at all. No, no, no. It's just what I was thinking about was more viability because everyone's pigeonholed into a certain play style for GMs as is. Warlocks have to run it well. Well, Warlocks are kind of more flexibility. I take that back. Titans either have to run Thunder Crash or Bubble. You know what I'm saying? Not a little. No, no, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'm speaking facts, man. I'm speaking facts. Um, PvP, what I was worried about. I never was worried about PvP. Hunters have never really been bad in PvP, and as far as PvE, when it comes time to do a GM, if you had to choose between a fire team of hunters and titans and warlocks, you're gonna see a team of two titans and a warlock, or two warlocks and a titan, more than you see that hunter in there. And I think the reason was the debuff thing, but I'm not even seeing that. What I'm concerned with now is always had a hunter. I'm worried, bro. Like there's rumors that we've lost Heart of the Pack from the tree. Where is it? Where's Heart of the Pack? It was. Am I tripping? It should be here. Adventure smoke, provisions. Heart of the Pack is a perk that pops up on the screen. Always had a hunter on one little event. Vanishing Step, Deadfall, Snap Bomb, Key. So are we losing Keen Scout? Is this gone? Are we losing that? Are we losing Lockdown? Flawless Execution. I could see where they combined a lot of these in, but I could have swore Heart of the Pack was a buff that popped up on the screen. Take me someplace. Let me see something. I need to see something. It don't matter where. No, a little invis will do you. Oh yeah, you gotta have a little invis. You can't just play without invis. No, I wouldn't never say that. But I was like, say for me, what I was looking for in this, and I mean, I may have gotten it. I'm just not seeing it yet. Is for this bottom tree. The way it is right now, this super was terrible. You didn't get you didn't get the damage. You didn't get the burst damage that you would want, but you did get damage. You know what I'm saying? It gave you great damage. Oh, there it is, right there. I just saw it. So, throwing the smoke from a distance, making you and your airbot, and providing Heart of the Pack buff. Heart of the Pack grants weapon haste, increased mobility, recovery, and resilience. Are we losing this? Because it wasn't mentioned. Because losing Heart of the Pack as well. What else? What else are we losing? Yeah, they kept those. This is the debuff right here. I was talking about, right? Okay, with the stylus executioner. Oh, they took flawless and stylus and made it one. Wow, Deadfall. See, I don't with the supers being so much faster and so much one and done. Do they last longer? Like, you know what I'm saying? The difference between the bottom and the top tree was this was a one and done. This was more of a, we call it DPS tether back in the day, versus an actual tether. This lasted longer because of deadfall and it had a purpose and point. You know what I'm saying? It used to give us our ores back. I get it, that was broken and they had to change that, and maybe that's why they took it out of the game. I'm with that. That's fine. This couldn't do boss damage. This could. Are you saying now that both are just a debuff, and that this one now functions like that one, but enemy makes enemies volatile, so they're easy to kill? Well, my concern ain't necessarily ads. What if I'm tethering a boss? This will debuff the boss by 30%. I know that. 30%, and we can hit him with 10 or whatever. This one never gave you 30%, yes, but it was a little harder to tether the boss and just do damage to him. So what we always did was tether by him, it tethers him, and then you go to shooting him. Boom, 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 boom. Now, if this is no longer the type of super that you can do that with, and it's a appreciate that sub, brother. Damn, 15 months I need a light. Oh, that's Titans. So my concern is this, man. So if we throw, there's one super, there's two supers. Okay, so yeah. So this one said that's my question right there. With those, with that being the way it is, that's now a crowd. In the example they showed, I'm gonna leave it with that. It looks more like a crowd control super versus a super to do. This is not easy. Well, it doesn't matter. It looks more like a crowd control super versus a super that does, you know what I'm saying, damage for a boss. Now, granted, I get it. Yeah, I was to say, yeah. Granted, I get it. It's not meant to. You're not meant to tether a strike boss and melt him. But in some instances, you could. And by melt, I mean slowly because, of course, that thing is not quick. The tether the way it is right now, that it is slow. You're in the air. You're all over the place, and your DPS is it's crazy because you can't like instantly. He said, besides Warlock, that all. Yeah. Okay. So it's just crowd control. All right, I got you. So we don't. So our void has no definitive like damage super. Got you. I mean, it's not what I wanted to hear. I ain't gonna even front, but at least I understand it now. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to the way I thought before. So it is what it is, I guess. You know, I really would have wanted. You know what I wanted. You know, you know what I wanted. hmm So okay, so let me get this right. So let's use about this so I'm following because I think I think I'm catching what you're putting down. So we took like this a full fire team: Titan, Void, Titan, Warlock, and a Hunter. So the Titan and the Hunter are basically crowd control for the Warlock to do DPS. Is what you're saying? If that's the case, I can accept that. I can accept that and I can run with it. And because again, I opened up by saying the game is changing. It's no longer the way it was. There is no certain class that does this, 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 and this the way we traditionally know it anymore. So it's time to readjust my thinking. Got you. Okay. So Titan, so Titan and Hunter are both basically support when it comes to Void. Warlock's just DPS. Oh, I see. Yep, and protection shield, Titan, and Viz Warlock. But I'm seeing Shadow was showing me the Warlocks have Invis now. They have a way to go Invis now. Or am I tripping? Without was there a hunter involved there? No, no, no. That's fine. I mean that gives the identity. It's understandable. No, no. I'm with that. I actually like that. That makes sense. Right. So that I mean like based off that. Oh man, it's making me want making me I want Ark and Solar now, man. Because I'm really wondering what the hunt. Bro, that not sure. Haven't digged into it too much. We'll do later today. Yeah, no, 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 no. I think you just give me everything I needed, bro. So based off what our theories right now, I'm call them theories, right? Based off our theories, They all each one of us play a role in this in our setup. You know what I'm saying? Like in man, I literally just looked at it just now. So based off that setup, man, like that your hunter can be, your hunter has a certain role, Titan has a certain role, Warlock has a certain role, and if they're solo, there's an offensive way to use those roles, but it's gonna be more weapon based. Because I noticed the Titan did get more. What are you doing up here? Anyway, but all void changes have to do to strengthen the current void. Yeah. Because as it stands, our current void is semi lackluster. Because like as good as Bubble was, it took so long to pop that thing that by the time you popped it, it's too late. I also noticed something else too. Based and granted, I just looked at it. I didn't see smoke bombs for making you invis anymore. I saw it making the teammates invis, but it didn't say anything about smoke making you invis anymore. Now I'm curious, how will that work with the ugly chess piece? Because the ugly chess piece whole identity was basically giving you two smoke bombs. If your smoke no longer makes you invisible, or what? Hold on. If if it doesn't do that anymore, it becomes more an offensive tactic. So that means you only have one way to go invis. I was thinking that too, but like, hold on. What is this? Yo, what was that? I'm gonna miss how easy it is to use smoke right now. No, you're right. I think you're right. No. They can't change that because then you got too many exotics that are tied to the way things worked before. So I can see that. All right, just curious though. Like you know what I'm saying. The ugly chest piece at the moment makes you tank 4 headshots from a 140 in PvP at them. Yeah, and I gotta believe they're gonna nerf that, bro. Cause that thing gives you too much resilience. Which is why I'm kind of surprised it was allowed to stay doing what it's doing as long as it has. Cause I mean, like when they nerfed, oof, when they nerfed the hunter's dodge and cooldowns or whatever, I had to believe there was a reason. It was in preparation for this. Because if the hunters could, go dodge as much as they wanted to, this could probably get pretty nutty pretty fast, and it still is. That ugly chest. I get the hunters are great in PvP, but if they were so OP, I wouldn't be able to go flawless. They're not completely OP. I wouldn't go as far. I think they're only as good as the users. You know what I'm saying? Same goes for Titans, same goes for Warlocks or whatever. I think a good user can play any of them because I literally watched as Cammy Cakes rocked blue weapons and went flawless with blue weapons. So I think it's the players of that. But as far as on paper, the kit, Hunter's got some nice. They got some mean kits, man. I just wish the PvP focus would flow more so to PvE and so forth. I would love to see them be balanced as they are in PvP and PvE. But I mean, again, the Hunters are the largest player base in the game by maybe like, oh, who knows. So I could understand the reasoning of everyone using it. And I mean, hey, look, I'm a hunter myself, so I can't tell. But I like PvP, PvE. Oh no, damn it! I threw the wrong thing at you. Well, there goes the smoke. But I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. I do think that we can get to a point where this is crazy and balanced or whatever. I like what the Titan got. And I really like what the Warlock got. They got some pretty good kits, some good things. I want to see the Child of the Old Gods. I really do. I really want to see that in action. So that's gonna be something I'm be looking to see from Shadow or yourself on day one or whatever. Gonna be playing with a little bit of Titan, see how that works. A little bit of Warlock, not Warlock, a little bit of Hunter. See how that work out. See how this new Mobius Quiver works, and digging to see what this new Stasis exotic that they don't want to talk about, what it does. Because I'm curious now. If it gives Stasis two grenades, that might be a problem, but not sure. But for now, have a great stream. Got to get ready for work. Appreciate you hanging out with me, bro. It means a lot, man. Thank you. Yep. So I mean, so I'm gonna go on record and say I'm wrong. I told y'all ahead of time I was emotional about my hunters and stuff, and I might have been got a little carried away, thinking they're trying to kill my class. Plus all it takes is one or two people complaining to make me, get me up there. I'll be ready to jump out the window with them, like, yo, this is BS. What happened? So, um, turns out hunters are not trash, and the changes made to Void make more sense now than they did at the time. I really wish Shadow was here so we could talk about this here, because I think that's my issue. Let me see if I can grab it, yo, chat. Let's see if we can get Shadow for a second. Let's see if we can get Shadow in the chat. Yo, chill out, man. I'm talking to my miss. Let me get over here and talk to Shadow and get him in here. Talk to him, ask him some questions, and see what he think or whatever. Cause he usually has a very interesting point on some of this stuff. So I really want to hear his viewpoints if I can get him in here. All right, so let's pop you over here so you don't get killed. Let's see if we can get him in the chat. Uh, this might have to summon him the hard way. Hold on. This would be hilarious. Yo! Alright, let's get him in the chat. Superman Mots, you know what I'm saying? That's the homie. Mots be out there. Mots be out there. Disco. Mots be out there. Let's see what he looking like right now. Oh,
Welcome. We've been waiting. Red War saw so many lives lost. Saw the light taken away so easily. In light, there is only weakness.
Yo, man, like yo, podcast, bro? No. We streaming, bro. We live. Let me come in. Yo,
Hey.
there we go. All right. So I did the homework. I had Saint was in here just a second ago, and we tore them videos apart just now, bro. You know what I'm saying? All
Oh
right.
yeah.
So here's where I'm at, right? And here's where I need you. I need you. All right. I looked into it. I'm seeing a lot of utility with the new new supers, right? You know what I'm saying? The double drop with three at a time is actually useful. We pull everything in. It looks really dope or whatever. What I was concerned with, and this was like me and Saint were talking, it looks more like crowd control versus a damaging super. His response to me was, it is. Titans are playing support, hunters are playing crowd control, and warlocks are playing DPS with void. That's how it looks like. That's how they're centered. Would you agree with that?
A little. The only thing is they never. I would just say that clip with the super, like I said every time I went over it on stream. I don't know if you saw it, but was that the clip was just poor. They only had red bars around, and so there's no way
Exactly.
to know if it's good for damage on bosses or not. I'm hoping it is, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, we didn't get damage. We didn't get the debuff numbers for the weakening either, which is something I was looking at. Um, I gotta admit, it's better than I thought it was. It's a whole lot better than I was told it was. It's not as trash as a wing at first looked at. There's still some questions because it didn't really go over whether we keep the smoke for invis as an option, or is that intrinsic? You know what I'm saying? Or does the fragment change it to a dodge, or can we or does it stay on the smoke? That's fine if it does. If it doesn't, that's cool too. I just a little bit of clarification on that's great. But
Yeah, and the smoke icon was in that video as well. So
yeah, so I mean, a little bit of clarification for that would be dope. I like again. I like what I saw. That was clean. It was clean, man. I can't deny it was clean. It looked really good. The hunter was able to pop his super off 2 times without being thrown completely across the map like we used to.
Yep,
And
and easy, like, just easy positioning. Like, if that, in the video, if the hunter had set himself up further back, he kills everything with one Mobius quiver instead of both, and it's like, there's so much you can do with that, and for ad clear and for solo and team play, and it's, with all the
yeah,
explosions too, like Titan's middle tree explosions,
oh my
every
god,
class gets that, it's gonna be great.
bro! I saw at one. I don't know if it's the top or the bottom tree. I have to look at it again, where everything became volatile after it got tethered, and it literally exploded. So I'm thinking that taking that to be that everything tethered is sharing damage 100% because right now they're doing 25%, which
What do you
is
mean sharing? Oh, okay. Yeah.
they nerfed that from a while ago. And I mean, if it's 100%, that's wonderful. I don't think True Sight is needed. I think that's a little overkill. It's a PvP. It's definitely a PvP perk. I think it's
What
overkill.
is it?
It's
Cause
you.
I don't. Yeah.
Hold on. You got this rule. I think it's on the Stylus Executioner. At the end of it, once you get the kill, at the guy's dead, you get
Well, no. I
invis.
know that, but what is the true sight ability itself?
Oh, wall hacks basically. You can see the enemies.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean. Yeah, that's kind of useful in PvE. When I've run that as a hunter, I've used it to help positioning, but I don't know. I'm not a hunter.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just one of those perks that we have to ask the question of how useful is that in PvE? Like it's gonna be useful every now and then, but is it one of those things you're gonna take a slot for? And I think for a particular build, yes, but the problem with True Sight from the past has been that any advantage that you get that gives you wall hacks where you can see where the enemy's about to come around the corner, even if it's for 3 seconds, it's an over the top advantage that no other class has. And I think Spectral Blades had that for the longest with the style flawless executioner or whatever. You get a kill while you squat,
Yeah.
crouch, and you get the wall hacks. People have been bitching about that thing for as long as it's been a thing. So I
How
don't
do
know
you
what
activate True Sight with the new 3.0 again?
through stylus executioner. Which brings me to my next question. The warlocks have stylus executioner too. That's the one that turns you invis. So
Okay.
I'm curious if why the Titans don't have that.
They. Oh no, they don't. That's right. They might. Well,
So
I'm just thinking. Maybe it's because they have so many bubbles. If they don't actually have it, I'm thinking it's because they gave them bubbles out the ass. Because the
yeah.
super instacast Ward of Dawn super is perfect now. I saw those clips. That's fucking amazing.
Oh.
The glaive that gives you mini bubbles on demand, like the
Mm,
clip they showed there, I think there were 3 mini bubbles up at one time. It's like that's more than enough protection as well. It almost doesn't almost as an invis. I don't know, but there might be a fragment that does it, or maybe it'll get tweaked later. We don't know. I don't know.
no, I think you're right. Which leads me to my final point, man. Before I go to Titan and the Warlock next, I feel like they're not showing us everything.
Oh, absolutely. They've only shown us the exact same aspects that they've been talking about the last few months whenever they've brought up Void 3.0. If you go back in all the twabs, they're the exact same child of the old ones or old gods, and then the like overshield, uh whatever the thing is called, breach or whatever. Um like they've been talking about the exact same ones for the last few months. So yeah, I think they're holding half, if not most of it back. But
That
they also said they're time gating the fragments, which also kind of worries me. But yeah,
oh man, hey listen, I'm all in. I saw that, and I'm good with hunters are fine. I'm gonna leave it at that. Hunters are fine. I don't see a problem with it because I mean, like you still got Golden Gun, you still got Solar for Blade Barrage. So it's still a good trade off for right now. The Titans. Oh man, yo, I love the consolidation. I love the way that Instacast for that bubble is now. Oh, uh, I'm I don't know. I'm floored. They took everything that was necessary to fix the Titans and put them in a one little small package, and we good to go. Yet I still ask the same question I asked before. It almost feels like we're not being told about a few things because there's some perks from the Titan tree too that disappeared, but they didn't say are going. And I mean they've been so careful with the wording on everything that it's a little odd that some of these things will slip by so easily. So I'm wondering if they probably holding some things behind their pockets and just waiting for us to say, okay, well
yeah.
that's it, and then boom, here's something else. I'm like, what? Now the Warlocks, this is where this is your house. Um, okay, so I love the mix of buffs slash debuffs that they gave the Warlocks. The volatile, suppressor, everything. I mean, yo, y'all got enough to solo anything for the longest,
It's gonna be great.
and I think it's amazing. What the hell? Get me out of here. I think it's amazing. I can see everyone only running Void for a little while.
Yep.
That is
Oh
it.
yeah, I mean
Go ahead.
that's gonna happen every new subclass 3.0 we get. Everyone's gonna run that for the whole season,
Yep.
myself included.
No worries, man. No worries at all. I like all of them, bro. Cause like we dealing with Guardian. We have Guardians. We have to take the bubbles. We're gonna need to be able to suppress them. Like I said, there's still a lot of questions to ask, and day one I'm gonna be in it. I mean, I hope nobody's really expecting me to play the story right away. I'm going to be testing so many things. There's so much I want to know or whatever
Well,
about.
since you can't access legend mode until you finish the story, it seems, and so you might want to use the legend to or the normal mode to test things. Like
Uh,
I'm gonna use that. Oh, hang on. Okay, no, we're good. Sorry.
oh no, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. I think it's going to be an epic time or whatever. So I was doing some digging. What are your thoughts on holding particular bounties for these things? I know in the past we both said it's pointless, but As far as getting a head start on your artifact, not necessarily power grind, nothing like that, but for your artifact. How do you feel about that?
Does it still count for artifact?
Well,
Like I forgot what they said. They're deleting a bunch of the bounties, and
oh
so
yes,
like they don't carry over.
yeah, a lot of them are, but a lot of them aren't. People are rolling the dice on things that aren't being pulled for XP. Like
Oh, gotcha.
the Iron Banner tokens that we're about to get from Iron
Yeah,
Banner next week, those won't be going away. And if you got three
cool.
characters, that's what, four apiece. So that's what, 12. So you got those. Um, the any activity what's not leaving? Theirs is not leaving. So the Dares
So
bounties
those
maybe.
bounties will hold. Yeah, people would hold those. I'd almost want to hold those if, well, I don't know because it depends on what the hall max carry is, and I think it's 999, which is so high you wouldn't want to hold the bounties. They don't really. They
Right.
give XP, but they don't give great XP. You want them for the halls.
Right. So I mean, like,
So
I'm curious still because like, I really don't like bounty hoarding, especially with Bungie not letting you know what's going to stay and what's going to go. People are going to the route of using only the weeklies. Like it's just what, two from each planet or two from each location. The weeklies using those. And
I think those will absolutely get deleted.
same as well as the dailies. I think
Yeah.
select things will stay, but I don't see it. I don't know, man. Like I part of me would love the bounty hoard, a few things here and there, but I also want to experience the content fresh and not have to worry
Yeah.
about popping bounties or whatever until I have to.
Yeah, like the halls are a good idea because they get you A, materials, and B, the new weapons, so you can start farming for your perks for the Enclave, which is the important time-consuming part, right? And
Hmm.
so that's why people are and then I guess new exotic chances in case you get some of the new armor, but I'm not hoping for that. That's not why I'm hoarding halls.
Right.
Um, but like it's the weapons just for that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why anyone would want it because it's really easy to hit 100 in the season pass anyway. You hit that within probably by time the raid hits will be 50, 60, 70 in the season pass, so it doesn't matter.
Thank
Like,
you. You hear that,
I'm not
people?
concerned with it.
Y'all hear that, people? The mayor just basically said, play the game, play the damn game, and you'll get it. There's no reason to worry. You're gonna hit those numbers pretty. I know I'm going to hit them pretty easily because, like, typically like, me and you, we tend to hit 100 within the first 2 or 3 weeks of the thing. At which point we can kind of slow down, but I tend to not slow down. I kind of stay in full blown mode for the first month, and I slow down after that. And if the content's riveting, bro, I don't slow down until it's over.
Yeah. I slow down when the farming's done. Like right now, the farming's largely done outside of materials, and
Mm,
so I'm slowing down to not burn out. But yeah,
no doubt. I mean, I don't know, man. We got a week left. Week left, and well, I'm sorry, 2 weeks, and then we still have Iron Banner to work through next week, or whatever. I'm definitely gonna do Iron Banner only because I didn't do it this season, and it turns out everyone had the weapons beforehand because of that, because they had a few bounties left over. Now, I'm not sure what the weapons are, so I'm not really sure if I care enough about the bounties. But I'm definitely gonna be clearing some inventory of all these extra things I have. I got tons of stuff to get rid of. So I don't know.
nice. I care about the bounties just because of the weapons they're getting rid of. There's two Iron Banner weapons that are going away: the Multi-Mock and the Time Worn Spire. So the Rapid Pulse that's really good that no one, including myself, uses, and then Multi-Mock.
And I love the multi-mark. I got two of them, bro. I had a PvP and a PvE one, and I don't understand why they're going away. Why? Like, why is
I don't
that
know.
going away?
I think it's because of the stasis SMG. Looking at some of the gameplay that they showed with the Hunter gameplay, or the Titan, one of the few things they actually did show really good gameplay of was that SMG. It shreds like Shira's, and it's a 600 RPM stasis SMG. So imagine that with Perpetual, which they showed off on it, and Headstone, which they showed off on it. Just imagine that on Shira's, but in the kinetic slot. So now you can run Null Composure or Glacial Chasm with it,
Oh,
or anything else. And we have the stasis damage buff builds. Like we can make that better by 45% or more whenever we want. Like I
yeah,
think it was much better coming out anyway, but like it's still a top kinetic SMG right now.
got you. Okay, but hey, I'm easily sold with that. But yeah, this pushed me to rest, bro. I mean, it pushed my spirit at ease, bro. Because like I said, I was really afraid about the identity. I love what they said though from reading it. I love the idea of them saying that the void that we know right now was largely a reaction from the sandbox of Destiny One, not speaking to the gameplay or values or cores or principles of an MMO, but this was merely a reflection of where our game was with Destiny 1, and it hadn't been touched since 2017. And after reading that, it was easier to stomach that hunters don't have. Invis is not hunters' identity. I was fine. I'm fine with
Yeah.
it there. At that point, I was fine with that. I just want parity. I want Titans to have a way to go Invis because clearly not going to
Yep.
bring back a movement ability for the Titans.
Yeah, which is weird. Although I really like the shield throw because it can ricochet off multiple enemies. Although I think it after the ogre example,
Hmm.
it's got a condition where it has to kill an enemy in order to ricochet. But it
Hmm.
looks like it can kind of do some damage as a melee. So that's gonna be fun as like a melee build buff damage, but
Yeah.
or build. But yeah,
I
I
like it
don't
because
know.
the Titans aren't. I mean, Titans have always been a melee centric subclass, and I like that they're finding ways to be creative with it, and everything is not just punch, which is
Yep.
I think is dope. Now it's gonna piss a lot of people off who like that identity of Titans being just punch, but
No, they can do both. Like the fact we have they're giving them a new animation for the shield is like the coolest fucking thing in the world, I think, because they've needed that for so long just for part of the identity. Like a Solar Titan versus a Void Titan versus a Warlock or something doing something, or just even a Titan throwing down a shield is the same animation. It's so boring. At
Mhm.
least this will give you some visual difference and maybe some different animation. I don't want them to necessarily go this route, but they could even sell you different things for that, like finishers almost, like a
Ooh,
customization for like 200, 300 silver, right? I don't
got
know,
you.
but like that's better than what we have now, where we have like nothing.
I agree. I agree. I think that's gonna be dope, bro. We are looking forward to something heavy with this. I mean, so now that brings us to the last thing now. So being they talked about Void 3.0 before the TWAB, that means Gambit is going to be the topic. Um, I am.
Maybe because they're doing Gambit reworks in 16, so I don't know if they're gonna actually talk about it until later in the season of Witch Queen,
Oh,
like
okay. Well, then,
halfway, if not near the end of it.
well, I don't want story beats. No, no, no. No, we're good. You told me everything I wanted to know. Everything else I want to learn from your game. I was a little confused why the Vidoc came out 2 weeks beforehand, but
Yeah, I think it's just because of the last mission, and I think they wanted that to be the thing that kept people over this week instead of the last mission of the season. But I think it should have been flipped. But I don't know. That's probably just a them decision.
if the last mission is something epic and it's amazing, well, no, it can't be so much because I don't know. I just don't want it to be another live
They've
event.
done that before. Well, yeah, I mean, they've put in a mission like that before and then taken it away within a week or two. I don't know why there's people confused about that, but they've literally done that before, I think, in
Yeah.
either year two or year three. They did that exact thing. Not even the live event. Like, yeah, that had a mission in it, but, or that was the mission itself, but I'm not considering that. It was, I think it was the second Traveler live event where we got the emblem. Um,
Mhm.
or we saw the Traveler heal itself. So it wasn't the time we got the Almighty to crash. It was sometime like after that or before that where we just sat in the last city, got to run down there,
Oh, I
and
remember that.
then watch the Traveler. Yeah, but that was a mission. It only was there for like a day or a week or something. But they still did that, and then the season kicked over into something new, and well, it was gone. So I mean,
and
they've
that,
done it before.
yeah, you were so right, bro. I was there for that, bro. We were so hyped for it because I missed
Same.
I missed the one before that where what was his name? What was it? The Almighty event. I missed that one because I was at work. So I didn't get to
Yeah.
see it. And besides all that, it took forever to happen anyway, so like I didn't really miss nothing.
Yeah,
But
and nothing even happened with that. The only thing with the Traveler heal was I think you got the cool emblem, which, funny enough, the mission didn't even work for like 99% of the community. And so like very few people even got the emblem, but I think it's like the escalation. Um, I think it's literally called Escalation Protocol under the emblems, but it has nothing to do with Escalation Protocol, the event.
Wow.
But it's a really cool emblem.
Yeah, I
It's
got
like
that.
an orange and red one. Yeah.
I was sad about it though, bro. Like I was so hyped for my first live event. I got there. We literally sat there and watched as it got really really close to a certain area. It's like, oh, it's a new part of the tower. I've never been here before. Ran our way
Yep.
down there and we sat there and we just waited. And we watched the Traveler heal itself, and that was it. Then the new season started. And I'm like, that's pretty.
Yep.
It's a cool had to be there moment, but like, I mean,
But for what it was very lackluster. Like, yeah, we
yes,
watched for maybe like a screensaver or for a Twitch streamer, maybe as an overlay. It was cool because you could have the traveler pulsating and healing for like an hour and a half. And I sat there through all of it and explored every inch of that mission just to make sure there was nothing else in there. There wasn't.
yeah.
Um, it was a beautiful mission. It would have been nice if they kept it, maybe for like a cinematic effect or used it elsewhere. But yeah, they yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm totally prepared for them to just be like, all right, here's the like half event for the final thing for
I,
the
dude, I'm so hoping.
exorcism. Here's a cutscene. Have fun. Bye.
I'm so
See you
hoping
in Witch Queen.
next Tuesday we get the mission, because if they wait until the following Monday to make it a one and done, I'm gonna be furious, because the only people I have to watch Twitch. Hopefully you're streaming. I get to watch it, because otherwise I won't get to play it. There's no way, which is why I'm confused. I mean, I get it. It was a longer season, but they should have thought this through a little bit better. People enjoy your game. You got to make decisions
Yeah.
like you got, especially with decisions like that. You can't just make them lightly.
Yep. And this is season after season.
Yay!
And I feel like maybe they got the wrong feedback from the seasonal events. Like, oh, people will sit there and wait an hour and a half to watch the Traveler do nothing. It's like, no, that's not why we did it or why we did it. Please don't just do something like that again.
Right.
Um, but I don't know.
I'm excited, bro. I'm telling you. Well, I appreciate you swinging through, bro. Want to get your input, because now that I actually watched the videos and rewind and played, Saint weighed in. Saint did complain and said hunters do not need any more PvP viability. It doesn't make them OP, but giving one team, giving one subclass so much PvP focus when nobody else really gets it like that can be a bit off-putting.
Yep, and then they have to force other random trees like Top Tree Dawn to be PvP focused or whatever, and it's like that's the only really good movement Warlock has, but then why is that focused on PvP or something, right?
Right. No doubt. No doubt. Well, okay, bro. Well, I appreciate it. I'm about to go ahead and call it, because it's gonna be a short stream tonight or whatever. Thank you for swinging in, man. I appreciate the assist.
Alrighty, yeah, of course, no problem.
All
Thank you
right.
for inviting me.
Anytime. Yo, thank y'all for coming out, man. Shemaine Met Evo saying, signing off. Oh. Check out a random shadow. Give them follows. You know what I'm saying? Drop them subs. Come in there, say hello, wave your hand, shake your feet, whatever you do. Whatever. All right. Peace.